Excitation tab. In fact, excitation or saturation test analyzes the characteristic of the core. In this test, by decreasing the frequency, a method is used to keep the voltage at a safe level. The core flux is in accordance with the relation between the voltage and the frequency, and by using this relation, and to prevent high voltages in CVT primary, it is possible to use a lower voltage for the test by decreasing the frequency. It should be noted that the software calculates and displays the saturation point in the nominal frequency. Moreover, decreasing the frequency helps to remove the effects caused by the stray capacity of the primary side. Since the CVT damping circuit is used to stop the ferroresonance effects, before performing the saturation test, it's necessary to isolate its circuit from CVT. Moreover, to perform coil resistance, secondary short circuit impedance, and saturation test, it's necessary to detach the PLC NHF terminal from the ground so that the high voltage does not cause any problem. Doing the wiring in accordance with the picture and applying AC voltage to the secondary coil, the saturation curve is obtained. In this process, the voltage of the secondary terminal, excitation current, and the phase angle between the excitation voltage and current are measured. In this stream, first it's necessary for the amount of voltage intended for the test frequency and test duration to be entered in state setting section. In this section, in fact, Vtest is Vend, and in this field, test voltage increases from 0 to the specified voltage. In demagnetized section, before performing the saturation test, the software demagnetizes the CVT by AC voltage so that the residue flux caused by the DC resistance test is eliminated. In this section, it's necessary to enter the demagnetization time and the voltage in terms of a percentage of the V-end. In Choose Current Measurement Mode section, it's possible to specify the current measurement mode so that the proper algorithm is applied in accordance with the current range. In this case, it should be noted that if the load current is low, it's better to use low current mode because in this mode, the accuracy of load current measurement is higher. Performing the test and analyzing the results. To perform this test, as an example, 20 volts, 10 Hz, 15 seconds, and high current are entered as V-test, frequency, and test time and test mode. On this page, a warning can be seen which says that in this test the primary side voltage will reach 36,000 volts. Therefore, while performing this test, observing safety points are required. After specifying the setting, the wiring should be done in accordance with the picture. In this wiring, the voltage of the first phase of the device is connected to the positive polarity of the capacitor, and after connecting to negative polarity of the capacitors, the positive polarity of the second capacitor is connected to the positive polarity of the CVT, and the other polarity of the CVT is connected to the null of the device. The reason for using the connections of capacitors in the path of applying voltage to the CVT is to filter the DC offset, which is caused by the linear amplifier of the device. After doing the wiring, signal view window is open so that the signals of the load voltage and current and also the saturation curve can be viewed during the test. After completing these steps, it is necessary to click on Init Test every time before performing the test so that the settings needed for the test are adjusted automatically. By running the test, it can be seen that the CVT is demagnetized, and then the saturation test is performed. After the test is finished, the test voltage and current are displayed on the diagram in Excitation result box. After the test is finished, to add the test results to the report, click on Add to Report. Also, by using the cog next to this option, before selecting Add to Report, uncheck any item that you do not wish to be added to the report. If for any reason you wish to use a voltage other than the voltage of the first phase, first press Init Test and then check Don't Change Hardware Setting option. And then select a different output from the hardware configuration window and set its output target at VL1E, and after changing the wiring, run the test. Note that if the device displays an overcurrent error, Before finding the knee and saturation points, the wiring needs to be changed to high current and the test can run after pressing Init Test. If again the device displays an overcurrent error before finding the saturation point, this means that the saturation point current is higher than the limits of the device, and it is not possible to find the knee point using this device.